This is Robert Stack, and when I'm not solving mysteries, I'm watching Tomwashere.
Hi everyone. Well, it is the early morning. I am set out for vacation. So let's actually do a pre-vacation weigh-in to see how we did in these last few weeks. $291. Okay, so about 10 pounds, maybe a little bit more than 10 pounds from where I started out at. Maybe the 20 pound that I mentioned in the last video was a little bit too ambitious. Just a little bit, but 10 pounds is a good start to feel slightly less guilt-free about not worrying about this for a week while I'm on vacation, but we'll see how that goes. Now take me to the beach.
Only it were that easy and not a 16-hour drive for me.
If only it could be so simple to say, take me to the beach, and it would just happen. Of course, I was going to film this down at the beach, but there are far too many people down there for that. But yeah, this is the... It's hard to do a weight loss video when you're on vacation. I'm sitting here at our VRBO, or vacation house, I guess you could say, with the 17th hole behind me of the Sandestin Golf and Beach Resort. And yeah, I make no intentions of actually following the diet that I have been following for weeks. And in the last video, when I said it was going to be ambitious and you know, I'll lose 20 pounds before vacation, 10 was okay. But the whole idea of this video was, would I gain that 10 back throughout this week? And to be honest, I'm filming this on the last day of the trip, and I don't know if I've gained 10 pounds back, but I certainly didn't attempt to eat healthy in any way. Well, I don't know about you, and maybe you would handle things differently than us, but there's two types of vacation people that I've come across. There's the vacation people that kind of do the same thing, you know, kind of like the Outer Banks vacation people, I guess you could say, where they go to the Outer Banks, they go to the beach, they go home, they go somewhere else, they go home. We are very hectic, and you know, not everybody is. My wife's completely different than I am, but mostly I'm hectic. If I'm going somewhere, I'm researching things to do. I'm researching, hey, is there like a movie location? Hey, is there a famous graveyard? Hey, is there anything that I can see that I normally wouldn't see while I was home? So every day I try to find something that I can't see at home on vacation. So usually that means you're on the go. And, you know, you have to mix that up with also stuff that other people want to do on the trip. So you can't be, you know, I can't look for the world's largest ball of yarn one day and then, you know, not let them go to the beach or the pool or whatever the other day because I'm doing something stupid. So you have to balance it out. But when I came down here day one, I was like, wow, I think I could get fit down here. I'd have to, because it's warm weather, and you know, I'm a bigger dude right out of the gate. I don't like to be warm and fat at the same time. So I was like, well, maybe day one, I was like, you know, maybe if I lived down here, I would be in much better shape. But I found out as the days go on that being from Pittsburgh, and maybe you've experienced this in other places, that when you go somewhere else, there seems to be a lot more food variety choices than there are in Pittsburgh. You know, they have the same garbage that we all have, but they also have the in case you're wondering, off camera, my wife just flipped me off. She is so supportive. Super supportive. But my mom just blew me kisses. So look, it counterbalances. It works out for everyone. But they have the same like fast food options, because usually what happens is we go to, you know, I go to some random place for a little while, I come back, then we go to the pool, we go to the beach, we go to some other place, and then when we come back, you know, it's like late night, like 8 o'clock, and in the COVID world, everything closes at around 8 o'clock. So what's left? Fast food. And they have the same fast food choices that we have. They have your Wendy's, your Burger King, your Arby's, your everything that they have. But then they have 9 million other choices. Which is, I just don't know why Pittsburgh's so deprived in that regard. Where it goes like, oh, they also have Whataburger. And they have, they have different little burger food shops, small places that we don't normally get, like Hardee's or, not so much in Florida, but on the travels down there, a Bojangles or a Zaxby's, or seems to be they have the exact same choices that we have, and then plenty of other choices. It's kind of weird how that works. But, so yeah, as the days went on, and with all these different food choices, even at the local grocery stores, the food choices are better than it seems what we get in Pittsburgh. I mean, like, the one grocery store we went to, Winn-Dixie, had like a chicken wing bar. Like, how are you going to resist that on vacation? Like, I'm not partaking chicken wing bar. I absolutely did. So yeah, I'm not planning on, I wasn't planning on, even when I started the weight loss journey, of making good choices during this trip. But the idea is that I'm going to continue back on this trip, and I wanted to start the video with a weigh-in and end the video with a weigh-in, so I can see how much damage I did in 1 week, because in 3 weeks it took me, lost 10 pounds in 3 weeks. Now when I come back, will I have gained all those 10 pounds back? Let's hope not, but I mean, let's also not kid ourselves. I didn't exactly attempt at any point to eat healthy on this trip, and I knew I wouldn't. And it's the same thing when I get back, because when I get back, I'll have another 3 weeks to probably attempt to lose the same 10 pounds that I probably gained on this vacation here. And then I have a work trip at the end of the month, and that'll be now that's not as bad. It's only like 3 days. So, but anytime you're traveling on a road trip and you're going up somewhere, you're not stopping at the health food store to pick up food. You're starting out at the, hey, I'm on the road, get me something quick and get me out of here type thing. So yeah, it's very fragmented this entire summer, very fragmented. But the hope being is that after that post-work trip, because right after that's my birthday, and then, you kind of roll into the winter. I'm not saying I won't go on road trips or different things, but there will be different plans along the way. But yeah, just wanted to give you my thoughts on kind of the vacation and what what my intentions are moving forward. But the whole hook of it was that I knew this week was going to be bad. But starting next week, post-vacation, and post 4th of July, because might as well just run it to the 4th of July, because that's barbecue time. Then I can come back and get back at it for the next few weeks, and probably only lose what I gained on this trip over the course of... Why is it so much harder to lose weight than to gain weight? You seem to be able to gain weight a lot quicker than it is to lose weight. But yeah, I'm gonna skip for you the entire 16-hour journey back to Pittsburgh, and the next time you see me, I'm gonna step on that scale post vacation and see how bad I truly did. And then of course comment on the fact that I probably did really bad, but hopefully it's not as bad as I think it will be, but I'm almost certain it will be as bad as I think it will be. But let's see how it goes. Vacations in the books. See how it went. Okay. Yep. Okay, well, that's an official 6-pound weight gain to the nose, actually, on vacation. And truth be told, maybe I expected it to be a little worse. It's not good by any stretch, but I did leave myself completely unchecked. Now, we're kind of a family that is on the go, as mentioned, yeah, I kind of run around and do various things, and sometimes you don't plan for food, and then you have to get whatever you can get later at night, and especially on long road trips. Pittsburgh to Sandestin is a 1,000-mile road trip, a 16-hour one, and you're not in the right frame of mind of eating or thinking healthy. So, I mean, I guess it could be worse. And with that looming over me, you know, like kind of the looming thing of like, oh, hey, I knew I was trying to get, you know, in shape, and having this vacation in the way, you know, it definitely was one of those things where it was like, well, you knew it was going to be bad, but I guess not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, kind of put it into perspective, but basically almost back to the drawing board, which I kind of anticipated, to be honest with you. But luckily nothing's super looming. You know, I do have a work thing at the end of the month, and that does require not nearly as long of a road trip, and it's only for a few days as well. So I don't think that will be the same situation as a family vacation, where you're only up there for a few days, versus being gone for an entire week and a much, much longer road trip. So it should be on the right course moving forward, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it should be on the right course moving forward. But I did hear, you know, right before I left for vacation, I got an email from work that basically said, hey, you have to use your wellness benefit card by a certain amount of time. And I'll be honest, I as part of my benefits package, I got a wellness card. I've never used it one time. And I was like, well, okay, wellness, like, what do you use it for? I assumed it was just for, like, gyms or, you know, signing up for, like, some program or something. They're like, no, you can use it on, like, exercise equipment, or you can go to, like, GNC for supplements, or you can use it on, I think, even, like, fitness trackers, like a Fitbit. So I may do something like that, and maybe I need your opinion on this one, because based on the benefit that I get with this wellness card, I think it's $250 that I have to use by the end of this month, by the end of July. So, should I use that on a Fitbit and a 1-year membership to Fitbit? Or should I use it all at GNC on, like, vitamins and supplements and stuff? Now, I have vitamins and supplements currently. I'm running low on a few of them, so I do have to get more. So, it's just a matter of, should I use it completely all on supplements, or should I actually get a proper Fitbit, a 1-year membership to Fitbit, and then I still think I'd actually have a little left over for like some sort of vitamin supplement type thing. So let me know in your really, I guess what I would want to know is, for the active Fitbit users among us, do you use it every day? Do you sleep with it? How do you use it in that regard? Because I was always curious about Fitbit. I never actually had one, and since I'm trying to get serious about attempting to lose weight now, of a long time standing on the sidelines, I just want to know if Fitbit is the way to go versus, say, GNC supplements, let's say. And if, all right, let's put the shoe on the other foot. If I went the GNC supplement route, does anybody use GNC supplements for weight loss, and do you have a favorite one? Do you have one that you like more than others, or vitamins, or certain things that you use as part of your regimen? I would love to know in the comments below. But guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, support me on Patreon like John Bailey did. You can do so. Link is in the description below. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt, a Tomwashere t-shirt, you can do so at Spreadshirt, as well as links to my eBay store, Facebook page, Instagram, Clubhouse, and the Pennsylvania Autograph Collectors Association. Links are in the description below. Now that it's post-vacation, I don't know if I'm going to do more of these, but the idea is I don't want to do the same weekly thing, because there were weeks where I went up, there were weeks when I went down, and the idea is I want to have, you know, at least some form of progress on each video. So maybe, I don't know if this will be like a monthly thing. The first one kind of was, but there's no set goal or time frame or agenda. The idea is, maybe if it's one where I feel like I'm doing pretty good in a certain week, I'll come back or ask for advice on the next steps, or maybe if I go the Fitbit route or the supplement route, let you know what Fitbit and or supplements I got, something of that nature. But definitely going to have some videos coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. But until the next one, I will see you soon. But until then, bye everyone.